What's up, Doc? What's up, Doc?
I turned it, I swear I turned it on and saw it green. I swear I turned it on and saw it green and I started. That's why I tapped it and we're off to a good start. Early misclick already. So, welcome everybody. Shall I repeat? ZigZagZog coming to you from somewhere in this world. Yeah, the Alzheimer's division. And Gleacer's in here early to give us, well, a nice middle of the road vibe. So we'll see how that translates today. And Nightmare, you know, your comment got me laughing. Over on the announcement over on that tab. So I have a device for you as promised, and we'll see if it works today. I don't know that I can keep it on the whole time, but I brought, since we don't have a proving ground yet, I got my own special mind shield here to keep me from getting distracted. Already it's happened, so I decided I better put on my mind shield so I can remember and notice if I turned on the microphone or not. And this way I shouldn't miss a comment of Nightmares anymore. We thought about foil. I thought about foil, but then I said, nah, I only barely got home from errands and running shopping about a half hour ago, so I quickly had to get everything. So I just grabbed this without the foil. If it doesn't work, I may make a foil version, and then once the proving ground comes around and we have the real thing, the real deal, and the real mind shields, maybe I will not miss a comment. And now that requires YouTube to not hide Nightmare's comments, as it sometimes does. No, that is not the case. But that's funny. That's funny. All right, Gleacer and Ecobot, thank you for bringing the vibe back down from Gleacer's initial start. Well, we got a lot of middle of the road vibes, so we'll see. A couple 50s and a 17. So overall, if you average it out, we're below 50, so that's maybe a good sign. So the first mission as we get in here, you know, the goal is nobody get injured. That's one. So we'll see how the vibes help us out on that. And Gleacer, thank you. No, they for this patch 1.2 compared to how we did play, there's some changes to the spark since the last time we played. So, and Gleacer corrected himself with only 8% vibe. So there you go. Whew, everything's good again. Everything's back in order. And it's top of the hour already. Oh my God. Okay, so why don't we get over to the game and just get the party started? There's no sense to dilly-dally. So we're just going to start on the main screen here. All I'm going to do is hit the play button, and we're going to jump right into it and get going. Most of you've been with the channel a while. Anybody new, welcome aboard. That might just be watching and checking it out. Well, welcome aboard. But we're going to take a look at Long War of the Chosen for the first time in at least over 2 years. So hopefully it'll go well. We'll find out. So here we go. Let's click on this, and we are going to be playing on Legend as promised. We will reduce the beginner VO. I do not show subtitles anymore because on this resolution, they're so miniature. It makes no sense. Machine Hater, how you doing? Hopefully you'll make the starting roster. We'll find out eventually after we finish GateCrasher. We'll take a look inside the roster and see who the first 20, however many it is. I said in the Discord how many starting characters we have. We have about 40 submissions, and I think 23-ish show up on the initial one. So Yeah, we'll see. We want a nice clean one, so here we go. And so this is where we play. We're not going to do any advanced options. We just don't turn any of those on. So no resistance orders, all those kinds of things. We play it as intended. And ahoy, Stormaris! And then somebody else. I think I saw Lucian in here earlier before I was talking and chatting yet. And if I missed saying hello to anybody else, I apologize. Oh my God, the pressure's on. Darava is here. Good to see you, my friend. Good to see you. We're going to start without Iron Man, as we always do. Well, we're live streaming, so the audience is my Iron Man. It keeps me honest. And we integrate, and we're going to go. So, the way I always do it, once we get going, is I do
accessing the feed now.
Play these. And then for those of you who may be watching after the fact, I bookmark these so you can easily skip them.
You're seeing this?
But for a lot of us,
way too much security.
We haven't seen these
even for Advent.
In a few years since we last played.
That's no ordinary gene therapy clinic.
Here we go.
They were telling the truth.
Or they're leading us into a trap. A really obvious trap. We'd need an army to march in there right now.
It gives the late arrivals time to get
Outrider,
here.
This is Central. Go.
Now, the subtitles on my resolution are so tiny, you wouldn't be able to read them. At this resolution, it comes across, it's ridiculous, redonkulous. Nothing beats live TV. Mistakes in all their glory.
With the accelerated timeline you placed upon us, mistakes are bound to happen.
It wasn't our fault. Please!
There's no need for any of this. I will do what you ask of me. I just need additional time. Did you say something? You're one of those. You must understand. I had no choice. Outrider, report.
So, you do exist. Outrider to Avenger, I have visual confirmation.
Are you sure?
Reapers are always sure.
I'll take your word for it. Cover your tracks and get the hell out of there. They can't know we were here. Yet.
Understood. Now the real war begins.
Alright, so we can start with the Reapers. We can start with the Skirmishers. We can start... We have none of them chosen, so it's going to be at random.
Excitement continues to build as city centers across the globe prepare for the 20th anniversary of Unification Day.
Thousands line up at the site of the Great Accord, celebrating the formation of the Advent Coalition.
Keeping with their promise to humanity, 12 new gene therapy clinics will be opening in select cities by the end of the new year.
Despite the attempted attack by fringe elements, operations at the new facility in Paris thankfully remain unaffected.
In response to the unprovoked intrusion on the eve of our most beloved celebration, the speaker reaches out to us.
The speaker.
A small number of dissidents again repeat the mistakes of the old world.
Striking as we celebrate the benevolent savior who time and again offers only friendship and compassion.
Yet these trivial actions could never break the bond between humanity
What's up,
and the
Doc?
elders.
Felipe, good to see ya.
Peacekeeping forces have
see if you make
already
the
made
starting
several
team here,
preemptive
Felipe.
arrests of known collaborators. Advent again assures all citizens that today's celebrations will continue as planned.
Perfect.
What's up, Doc?
Jormalin, you made it in too. Good thing I played the intro scenes here, so the slightly late arrivers are just in time.
Approaching position. You were right. They've definitely got their hands full today.
Stay focused.
I've not actually looked for those Ecobot. I imagine I could search for it to see if anybody's made something like that, but not that I'm aware of, Ecobot. Not that I'm aware of. Poor Bradford, he's tough.
Now.
Signal received. Loud and clear. Okay, GateCrasher. Your turn.
That's us. It's our time. Happy Monday to you, Trumpkin. Good to see you in here. We'll see if you make it on the first team. Well, the first team, the one that makes a GateCrasher, that's where you really get lucky if you make it. Yeah, we only got one shot to knock it up. There you go. And so far, your comments are getting through to me, Nightmare, so that's good. I don't have to resort to my mind shield to keep the sectoids from interrupting. Come on, big money, big money. Well, you don't have to worry, Felipe, about the wheel of fortune to see if you make it on the squad. Now it's up to the game whether you make it on the opening squad or the opening roster. So we'll find out. And even if any of you don't make the opening roster, there's plenty other ways your characters can show up. So just hang in there if that's the case. But Operation GateCrasher in the Slums District. Blood Flats, Dortmund. See who we start with, see what they look like. It's always the fun part. All brand new. Nothing bad's happened yet. I see you in there, Trumpkin. I see your guy in there, Trumpkin. So this is the first mission of Long War of the Chosen. The objective is simple: kill all enemies. Note that this is one of the few missions that allow for retrieval of any enemy corpses, so we really do not want to destroy any enemy corpses here, because otherwise we don't get them. Kills with explosives destroy corpses in Long War of the Chosen.
You are going to lead our resurrection by defying the expectation that all of us are doomed to failure.
Well, that's one of the voice packs. I think that's you, Rickroll. Oh my goodness. So let's go see. We got Gleacer starting out. He made the early
I will send you to Jesus.
Yeah, he made the early cut. Yeah, we're gonna hopefully send them to Jesus. So Gleacer, you have actually you're pretty fast, because you figure you got to subtract the 3 for the stuff we're carrying. So that's you're really fast, and you pay for it by not having any aim or any health. So Gleacer, you're my speed man. So we'll see if you end up being a technical or what you end up being. We got Ogre. So Servando's character has made it, and he's got better average aim, got really good health, and speed-wise, just below average. Average, I think, is 15 on this one. Anybody knows better. If I make a misstatement, feel free to correct me. Commander. Oh, I made the cut. That feels unfair, but I made the cut. Maybe I'll transfer my out. Yeah, we'll see. I got low aim, average health, average-ish health, decent speed. Then we got Pretty good boy Husky from prior series. He's got good health, 14. That's just what, 15 is average, I think, and 65 is average there. So it's kind of average numbers. And Rickroll has made his reappearance, and 62 aim, 4 health, average speed. I think when you take away the 3 stuff they're carrying, that's at 15. That's average speed. There's our first big aim guy. Pays for it by only having 3 health. Okay speed. And finally, we got Maltace. And he's another quick kind of a guy. 16, slightly above average. A pinch below average and decent health. So overall, and we start, look at this. So we start with a Templar today. And our Templar has crap aim. Oh man, I can see all the misses coming up right now, early on with our Templar. Oh, fun times, fun times. Decent speed though, so he can at least reach people which can, and decent health for when he misses and gets hurt. So there's our opening squad, my friend. So Felipe, don't give up. You might. Yeah, hopefully. Well, what I do in my playthroughs, by the way, is since we are live streaming and you guys are off and on here, I do Commander's Choice, because if you guys want to get involved in picking a particular class and it makes sense, I want to be able to do it for you. So in that respect, I'm not a purist for the game. When I'm live streaming, I just leave the purist stuff for when I'm playing. But for a live stream where you guys are involved, I go the choicey way. So you can get more involved if you're really dead set on getting a certain type of character based on your numbers and it makes sense, so we can go ahead and do it. So there you go. Alrighty then, so let's kind of get a lay of the land a little bit. Okay, so it's a map that at least at first glance has some size. So unlike the ones with the raised freeway, which I hate because they play like a small map. So it's kind of the monument map. Kind of, sort of. So we're near this corner over here, so I guess we'll kind of spread out, seeing if we can find out where the pods are. Obviously the goal is to deal with them one at a time.
Moving.
That's always in a perfect world the way it works. Yeah, in Long War, we start with 8. The base game, I think, is just 4. But we're playing Long War of the Chosen, so we start with 8. And then infiltration times, the way that goes, that'll determine how big the squads are, is basically how good our intel is, how much time we get on our infiltrations, because if it's a short infiltration, we still need to do the mission. We might only be able to take 4 on the mission, and then others may have a good timer where you can get away with 5, 6. So this is probably the largest starting squad, or largest team you see, except for certain big missions. But also remember, we're all rookies here. We're all rookies here, so...
All right.
We'll kind of spread out this way. See if we can gain sight. Hacky Tower with no specialist. See if we can figure out where the initial pods are, and then figure out our plan of action after that.
Good copy. Moving on target.
Ogre.
Recibido. Move.
Kind of holding off on our Templar. Try and see where if and
of course
not, we find a pod initially, but we aren't. And Gleacer, we'll just bring you up this way for now. Yeah, I don't have a good sense on the map which way I want to take us, which way we need to go. So we have this structure right here. It's not like I have anybody who needs high ground. So we'll just... And there's a lot of civilians apparently I need to work my way around, so... Kind of forces me against going that way, and it's a little... I guess, you know, there's people in the way until we go live. So I guess we're going more in the center route. We'll just stop for the first time and see if anybody wanders into us. Vanner, good to see you. I'm glad you could make it in here. Glad you could make it in here. And we're gonna go see if we can strike out and find some enemies here.
Groovy.
See if we can find the first pod. Nothing. Yeah, we won't really...
We have to go on.
So we got people here. Still gonna bring you down this way.
I'm on it, Commander.
Wild strawberry beer. Yeah, it's not the subway at all. We're above ground. We're getting a little wet in the rain, but we'll survive. Let's
Wechsle Position.
Get Gleacer over here. Not getting a good sense yet of where they might be, so once we do, we'll focus in more on how we want to attack.
I can make it.
An ogre. Not sure where I want to take us. Oh, I got another building over here. Bring out this way.
Vamos, vamos.
Sounds cool, I guess.
Watch. Mir entgeht nichts. Got you covered.
And we'll that we finally got our first indicator of where they might be. Maybe on the other side of this building. We haven't heard any doors or anything like that that would indicate they're in the building, so let's see what we can come up with.
No problem.
All right.
Me dirijo a la posición indicada.
You got it.
The path is clear.
Channeling spells. He's determined to help us with the low vibes. For anyone not familiar with the channel, for some reason the way it works out. Oh, here we go. We finally see our first pod.
Capable than the grunts. We're not sure whether to chalk it up to training or stricter mind control.
So we don't know, let's see, which way is he facing? So they may be patrolling this way. We'll see if he turns and proves me wrong. And in here we got windows, we got doors in there, but I have no way to get in there without bashing windows from this side. Apparently there's no doors on this side. Lovely little bunker building. So let's see how I want to start moving people up here. Until I know for sure, I won't necessarily totally commit to that side. Yeah, 28% about right for today, you think?
Double time.
Now, I wouldn't mind, you know, if we gain sight of the other pod that we heard more in this direction, just to kind of get a sense of where they are. So we'll bring you a pinch farther up, see if you see anything. Kind of lets us know how much space we got to work with.
Gates. Órdenes confirmadas. Marchando.
I don't feel like...
Right!
We'll just keep it there and keep an eye on these people.
For the cause.
Okay, they are moving in the direction I expected. It would be nice if you could get around the building and maybe gain eyes on them. Kind of what I'm thinking here. Well, we got some full cover there, so maybe I need to go a little wider. Oh, and then they're going to be on the other side of this vehicle too.
Moving out.
We see all four, so that's good. We got them all in sight. But we don't have an exact clue where the other pod might be. So let's figure out how we want to approach this. Could bring someone up high. The truck really does block, makes it possible to get people really far up here.
Moving out.
Okay. Oh, we come back. Gleacer, I kind of thinking, oh, you're blocking the ladder on this side, so why don't we bring you...
You want me there? You got me there.
Bin schon unterwegs.
The other side of the drone from there, they're probably going to continue walking this way around the truck. They may end up coming in close over here. I'm not quite sure. I'm going to continue sending someone over here just to take a peek. See if we get a sense for where the other pod is before we go live.
All right.
All right.
Posición confirmada.
And if we're gonna try and get somebody up close, it would not maybe be a bad idea, because in a perfect world, we don't take injuries and we get 5 kills for Witch. That's the perfect world. ZigZag doesn't always live in that perfect world, as we know. Move up here kind of locks me into place, but that's corner cover. Let's not lock ourselves necessarily into place, just in case that other pod wanders in until, because I don't want to get my soldiers locked in place necessarily.
The power guides me.
Because I don't want to get stuck having the other pod all of a sudden show up and wander into us at the same time. That always makes me nervous that kind of a thing is going to happen. So, yeah, I think I may just hold where we are, get there wandering, see if we get sight of the other pod, which we kind of sensed was over here, but I don't know for sure anymore. Oh, I see what you're saying. So what I can do is adjust that a little bit. I see what you're saying. So we don't know the character that we're choosing right now. I can change that window. If you want to hang on, I'll do that right now. If y'all don't mind the screen blowing away and the sound going away temporarily. So hang on, and I'll see about getting that fixed. Here we go. Okay, that should be a little bit better so you can see who it is. And we're back. So, well, the game sounds, because I had to click off the game to go fix what I was doing, and so when I click off the game, it cuts out the sound when I have to go fix something over there. That's why I usually try to have it all set up ahead of time, but I tried to put myself, my own face, off in a spot that doesn't cover a lot. And we'll see. I may have to, and eventually I may adjust and choose that's a better place for me to hang out. We'll find out. So I block as little as possible. That's the goal. Okay, so why don't we just hang out here for this turn and see if the other pod can give us a clue as to where they are, so we can figure out if it's a good time for us to go live here coming up.
Oh, I have all the time in the world.
They're walking that way fine. If they're walking straight across, okay, they are coming in like I expect, like I figured they might. Are we gonna see the other pod? Yes, see, I knew they were over here somewhere, so that has me nervous about going live.
These guys
right
make
now.
up the bulk of the Advent forces we've dealt with. They're disciplined and well equipped, but their obedience makes them predictable.
Okay, so right now, if we were to get Rickroll farther over, they wouldn't gain sight of us right away, at least. So I may want to get these guys going before they converge in here and they converge out there. But the problem is, the better way to activate on these pods is, my preference is not to throw a grenade or do anything like that, but, you know, do the Overwatch move, have somebody standing like right in that spot, so when they patrol along they see him and boom, they go live. But the problem with that, doing that right now, is this pod is moving in this direction and that activates both pods. That doesn't thrill me. That doesn't excite me. So I may have to hold off a little longer to at least be in a comfort zone for myself, to make sure it's a smart time to go live. Yeah, I'm not happy with activate. I'm not happy with doing that activation right now, just because, I mean, yeah, I could pull Rickroll back, but they'll, you know, I'm just, because to allow them to move means they also move, and then they're inside of us, and that's a 2-pod activation. That's not really the ideal way I want to go live. Not at all. But we'll still try to set up so when we can go live, it's the best situation possible. I hate that little half cover there. I'm just trying to figure out the best place for us to set up, because they're going to keep, it seems like they're going to keep coming towards us, and that's a little nerve-wracking. And if they're going to, maybe, and I think we're almost to the point, are we locked in place here? You're not. Ogre's not. And you're not. So maybe I gotta flex back this wing of individuals for the time being. Bring this side out a little bit. And pick a better time to go live with them. Kind of what I'm thinking. They could. Right now they're on a pattern to do that, but maybe one or the other will decide to turn around. Now he's turned around. So maybe this means they're going to wander back the other way. Should we take a chance? Because, you know, the leader of the pod sometimes indicates, and there's exceptions, I see too many exceptions to think it's definitely going to do it. But if they turn around and start coming this way, then all of a sudden I don't feel as concerned about this pod. So thinking I might play for that eventuality here. I'll pop you here.
Moving on target location.
We'll see about popping you here. My guys on top locked in place? No. So that's also convenient. So I think I'm going to shuffle back, hoping that what we're seeing from the leader is they're going to turn their patrolling around, and we don't see the leader over here where they're going. I'm gonna bank on them turning
Closing
around
in on the target,
and then maybe we'll be able to do something. Bet I can't get up there.
I trust in your command.
We'll bring you over here.
Bin auf dem Weg.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna just do the rotate. We're gonna lose sight of that pod, and we're gonna have to hope. ZigZag Commander. Bring it back here.
We're coming.
And then Rickroll, you're definitely getting pulled back. And Ogre, we got to pull you back. And I'm wondering if I want to keep you up here. In case if they keep walking too far, maybe we'll be able to see them still.
Es hora de correr.
Oh my god!
Alright, so I'm just gonna Rickroll, I'm just pulling you all the way back. We're gonna lose sight of this team, but if they turn around and is indeed, then maybe we can quickly go on the activation and not drag the other pod into it. That's what I'm hoping.
Just beyond our reach.
Yeah, everything's always just beyond my reach.
Bestätigt, Überwachung läuft.
Launching.
We'll just keep you there. I'm really curious. Are they going to turn around? Will they turn around?
Eyes on the prize.
No, they don't. He lied to me. Ah. Well, we would then. I'm fine because we didn't want to take him on there with the other pod coming right. That's a double activation. However, now we don't know if they've turned around. Rickroll is stuck. So eventually, if they come this way, we get exposed. Yeah, they're going to keep patrolling, so I need to get my backside guys up there so we have support coming up. Technically, Ogre, you should be able to get there. We see all of them, so that should be a safe move.
Afirmativo. En camino.
And let's get some others flipping back. ZigZag, you're running left and right, back and forth, every which way.
Yeah.
And I imagine I might want to bring someone maybe over on this side. Can't follow too close yet. We see them all, so that should be a safe move to get a position there.
Move into position.
Yeah, that's why they call me ZigZag. I don't know where to put. Now, fortunately, I don't think they flank us this turn. Not at all. So we're going to be okay. Yeah. No, the drone will not fly up there, but if the drone were to come straight down this way, but he's not leading the group, so I think we're okay where we are, not getting revealed this turn. So I think I at least have one more turn, and then hopefully all of a sudden this pod doesn't appear, because then we're stuck if they keep on with the move, and we're going to get flanked, and ZigZag's not going to be a happy camper if that's what happens. Gleacer, I'm going to bring you here.
Nähere mich der Zielposition.
Spesh Mclist will bring you more this way.
Aye, aye, sir.
We got to figure out where we want to have you go. I may just bring you here for now. Is there a window on the side? Oh yeah, there's a big old window on the side, so you could get locked into place with not so good cover. So we'll just bring my Templar down here.
Agreed.
And we probably need Husky. Hustle. Yeah, you're so far over though. So maybe I got to bring you on the back side this way.
Yes, come on.
Yeah, he has that name, but it doesn't necessarily mean he's gonna be a Spesh Mclist. So it's funny when it works out that way, but otherwise he's just special. All right, we'll just hang out.
The boys always
and see what comes our way. See how they move. If they continue the pattern. Not feeling thrilled about this position with the other pod. Potentially following them up down here. We'll see. Oh, they're going back now. Now they go back. Is he gonna climb up? My God. Oh, yeah. This is not what we want. Yeah, patience is not a virtue right now, though. The patience sucks right now. Oh, my God. Some of my guys are getting locked into place like this, and it means we're going to get exposed and we're going to have double pod activation. It's just the way it's going. It is just the way it's going. Let's face it. Yeah.
Oh my God!
Yeah, we could be saying that all day long, so...
Okay.
Somehow, you're still unseen. You're not locked in place yet, but they're coming this way. Yeah, you're probably just going to stay there. I got to get supporting classes if we do go live more in this direction. It might not hurt us to have somebody in a half cover position that can get across over here if we need to. Just that if we go live, plus with you being stuck in your spot right there, it means 2 pods activate automatically. So, we're just gonna bring you here. Oh my god, you can't move? We just got unlucky with the vision through the windows there, don't we? Oh well, tis what it is. Let me just kind of cycle through where everybody is. We're probably gonna, oh wait, Commander, there's another one we need to get moving. But Commander, I'm just gonna leave you here in case we do get to shoot between said windows. And let's find out. Ecobot.
Yes, sir.
We're stuck. So this could be the turn that we get exposed and we have a double pod activation. It's just the way it's meant to be, I guess, today.
Moving to Overwatch.
Nothing leaves alive.
Verstanden. Halte die Augen offen.
Nice deal, Commander.
Activation time could be upon us. There we go. Peek around the corner. Yep.
We're spotted.
Double pod activation. We are live. Enemy drone, hardy robotic scouts. They come with 2 armor in the beginning on this particular Long War of the Chosen mod. And, you know, they have the zappers and we're familiar with them. One trooper down. Did we at least take the, no, we grazed.
I can kill it. You killed himself. Fine.
Rüstung hält stand. Didn't want that to happen.
So we took down, perhaps, the officer, but we still got some uglies to deal with. The sentry, the gunner, engineer, and trooper a little less so. So they go by color. The green is the gunner, red is engineer, blue is sentry, and the regular. Okay. So we have 1 Overwatch going, and we've killed 2. So the officer is down. Thank goodness for small favors if that's the way it's got to be. So, only 1 Overwatcher. Yeah, the drone is easy to get rid of. We just need to get rid of the Overwatch there, and everybody's carrying a flashbang, so it's just a matter of who's going to get rid of the Overwatch. We can easily then send a Templar back here to get a first kill on the drone and then figure out how we want to do the rest of it. We're probably not in a position to easily get a grenade or any damage on these guys reliably early, so maybe once we get rid of the Overwatcher, being able to get a grenade right there to soften these guys up, the ones with the few more hit points, would be very helpful, but they're also the farthest back. So, it is what it is. And then if I come up here to try and, you know, be fancy to get the flank, then it puts us in potential to get hit through half cover, so that's not all good stuff. Not all good stuff. So who shall we play flashbang with? And I'm thinking Spesh Mclist. Let's see, you're got one of the better aims on the team. If I need you to, I can't even get over here with my Templar. I mean, yeah, Templar to get him. I can't get over here to get my Templar. My Templar right now is out of position, so that except unless I want to go for this trooper, and then be out there to get gunned down. So you know, not looking good. So we're gonna have to take out. I'm thinking the. Have Husky just take this out. So much for getting our Templar promoted today on this mission. That would have been the ideal. We'll just have to do it the old-fashioned way after the fact. Let's see if we can take out the drone. Take out this nuisance in our backside.
Backing. Hostile eliminated.
And then we'll figure out the best way to position everybody else. We definitely need a flashbang to fly that way. And you're the one that sees the guy, so maybe the flashbang there, and I may end up just having to kind of pull ourselves back a little bit since nobody else is on Overwatch and hope they move stupidly. Yeah, the problem is the Templar has a shield, but if he gets hit solid by a gunner, solid by a sentry, all of a sudden the shield's gone, he's injured. He's not to a point where he's any kind of tanky to just run in the middle of stuff and start trying to take him out. Plus, with his aim, odds are he's gonna whiff. So, let's get rid of the Overwatch.
Better close your eyes.
Yeah. That kind of an idea, huh? That kind. Ooh, it ended a little soon. I meant to set the time. I just added that today, so the timer must some reason be a little short on that one. I'll have to fix it. Let's see. Yeah, I'm highly considering backpedaling a bit to try and get them to come to me. Except I can't hide. I was hoping this window wasn't quite so big or that window wasn't there. I could maybe keep my Templar near the front so we could do something to these guys. And it may be that I kind of hold my Templar here, and then if they start coming towards us, how far can that guy move? Yeah, he'd be able to... Oh, no. Who knows which key I did, but it's saying even in his flashbanged state, he'd be able to flank that position. So no, I will not bring my Templar there either. I want to pull back enough that they will come to us, but then I don't want to pull back in such a way that I don't have the ability to maneuver against them after they approach us. So maybe I come around this way so we can come have a couple people over here.
Life is a journey that makes us all
basically
unique.
pull it back a little bit.
And discovering who we
we'll see
are
if this works, if this
is
plays
our
out.
greatest and longest adventure.
We don't have the highest aim. I think Gleacer also does not have amazing aim.
Yes, sir.
We'll have a couple back here. I'm going to end up having a couple over here. You still see two of them, even pulling back there, so I may just pull you back here.
it, moving.
And maybe they'll approach us in a weird, haphazard way that gives us an opening to do something. I guess that's what I'm hoping for now. We could bring Gleacer inside the bunker there. Bring you there, you see one person. No, actually, if I bring you here, you don't see anybody. But then, yeah, and he wouldn't be able to flank you. He can't get through the door. So it may be that my Templar just goes here with his shield up for now, just to keep him near the front. One of the guys here might be able to come over, get a shot off at him, but he'll be in full cover with shield. Gotta find a way to keep him near the front. Yet at the same time safe-ish. Okay, we don't see... Oh, you already... Oh, you're out of actions, that's why. So you're going to be seen by this guy, but you're in full cover. I don't necessarily want to keep you there. If I move you here... Let's bring you down this way. Delayed crashing of the window. Gleacer, I'm just going to bring you there for the moment.
Genug gewartet.
And what do we got left?
Saludos, zeig den Guardia.
It's a shot.
Ah, Sie haben mich erwischt.
We're injured. Already. Already we're suffering. We die? I was hoping they'd see. That's who I wanted them. If they came forward like that, I wanted them to target our Templar. That's what I wanted.
The invaders move against me.
Woo, Gleacer. Yeah. Whenever you're giving them shots, bad things happen. When they get shots, bad things happen. Sentries on Overwatch. This trooper, hopefully we have something we can do about it. Are we lagging on the screen for some reason? That's not good. Was the lag really bad? I'm not showing a ton. Yeah, we'll blame the Slavic witchcraft. How about that? Not getting off to the good start. Flashbangs here. Gets rid of one.
Back online. This one's gonna be bright.
We have the big window there that they can go through. So back I'm here, I get a great shot on the trooper, but then I have a problem with this trooper. Bring a Spesh Mclist here.
I'm on the move.
And so we got 100% to take him out. can have any kind of 100% over here. But we'd be able to rend over here, except for the Overwatch that we're getting from there. So we have a flashbang to erase that Overwatch, gets us into full cover.
What's up, Doc?
Magicians use it all the time.
Hey Carlos, good to see you. Welcome aboard, my friend. Not going so well so far. Not going as I wrote it up. We got somebody extremely injured right now. My guess, he's going to be out at least 20 to 25 days. Not good. Not a good start so far. Not a good start. Not the kind you want. And there's no hope we're going to end up getting our Templar promoted for us on this mission. Which is well, anyway. We're going to take a shot right here. Not a guaranteed kill, but we're going to hope for it. Nothing's ever easy. Trying to figure out how to knock him out since I did only got a graze. I was hoping we could get the 100% kill so then I could feel more comfortable about trying the Rend over there. Because now I'm not feeling good about it here with two direct shooters, gunner somewhere unknown out there. I don't want to resort to grenades, but given the way it's started, we might just have to. We might just have to. And really don't want to have to use you, Gleacer. Because you're gonna die if we do. I gotta find a good hiding place for you. Tell you what. You could easily get reflanked there. We're gonna bring out wide. It's only half cover. That's not exciting. Ecobot spellcasting.
Yes, hostile eliminate. Burning through ammo fast.
Yeah, taking kind of shots in cover that I don't enjoy having to take. I'm gonna try coming in from this side and hopefully we do not graze. It's only 91%, so when you figure in the graze band along that, odds are we aren't gonna kill him, we're gonna graze him.
Feel the power of
I need my Templar doing something for me.
We must not fail.
Okay. Oh, we found the gunner. And that's a flank right there. So yeah, we won't be putting up a shield and hanging around after that result. Holy moly. Holy moly. Okay, what have we got left? You've moved. You're available. Can't come here because of the window. Could go here, but he can flank, especially if we're going to have to pull my render back. Oh my god. Oh my god. Just the way.
No, 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 no!
Yeah. That's me right now. That's me in a nutshell right now. Where? And I can't really bring Gleacer up. That's... So bringing you here is not good. Bringing you... I may just come here with you just to have him flanked as we pull back. Problem is, even flashbanged, he can come around here to shoot. So I can't leave him here, even with this shield, because we get shot right there, we get shot right there, we get shot right there, and all of a sudden my Templar's injured. Problem is, I pull back and I can't put up my shield, and he's probably gonna, I think he can, oh, maybe he can't. He can't flank the position, so there you go. At least not this turn. So we're gonna pull back here. If I pull back here, it means the gunner sees you in full cover, which is not ideal, but it's less than sees over there, and I can't make it to any other full cover to get out of this sticky situation.
Guide my hand.
And then, kind of leaning towards bringing you here to flank this guy, forcing him to do something. It means also then, Ogre, you have two guys that can shoot at you, but at least you're full cover. I don't want to really be moving into positions to get fired at. Who knows, right? Who knows? We're gonna bring back Gleacer here, trying to keep him alive. He can't help us right now. I'm not seeing a clear path out of this. That's the problem. And then pulling back, I'm losing all my opportunities to potentially flank as we go here.
Posición confirmada.
Todo cubierto.
Understand?
Gotta keep you on Overwatch versus a Sentry.
All right.
Wagner's making his move. We just lost our ablative. All right. Okay, I've got to get rid of his Overwatch.
Fucking. Se empuja.
And then I'm fine popping a grenade in there. But right now I can get a grenade there. I think if I move here I might be able to. He's like right there. Oh, done both? Well, my mind is grenading over there.
Ready to move.
And I'm still not close enough though. Let's try to help since they're probably just going to graze him
March for all to see.
with our amazing aim that we have.
For the Templars! Is this something we're after? Death to the invaders! I have the object.
Okay, we have the one guy flanked.
What's over there?
So I think I have to Overwatch in that instance there. This only sees the sentry. Here.
Come on, come on.
Went for the graze there. I'm going to
Yeah.
do that
Daddy
again.
likes.
You're just gonna Overwatch.
Come get some.
Just not seeing the moves.
En marcha. Ven y verás. Waffe geladen. Feuerschutz.
No one's getting past me.
Tengo que mejorar. Big deal.
Ay, 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 ay.
Yeah, ay, ay, ay. Get rid of the Overwatch there. Do I have another Overwatch out here? No. I can still go in. It wouldn't be bad. So let's Volt.
You won't escape my mark.
We'll go in. And he's down to 3, so we better damn well get this Rend.
Suffer my rage.
Wow, our guy actually can Rend. What do you know? He can Rend. He's learned how to Rend. We got our other guy flanked over here. So hopefully he's going to feel the need to do something stupid like we've been doing all along. It's his turn now.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a pot of 2 with the sectoid. And it can be anything. It can be, I've seen it with a trooper, I've seen it with a sentry, I've seen it with a drone even. I think I've played where I've got 2 drones on this opening mission. That's very rare though. So he's flanked. Let's see if he feels he needs to move.
Good.
It is clear. I'm on it.
It's common sense.
We're
Discipline
gonna
is
see if
not
he's.
the enemy
We're
of
gonna see
enthusiasm.
if we end up flushing him out or not. We're gonna find out. Actually, I can get a flank shot from here.
Closing in on the target.
We're gonna take it. Even though technically I want to save the kill for there. Can I afford to play that way? He's got 2 kills. Yeah, but I've got an injury, so 5 kills might not even be enough to get him promoted now. I'm not sure. Let's at least go for it, just to give us something to go for. Matter of fact, no, you still can't reach that far.
Ready to engage.
Estoy en marcha.
Let's see if you can make it. Yeah, we're one tile short. I'm not going to do the Overwatch. Actually, he could just run away then. Felipe, you're loving that one. You're loving that one. Was that a misclick? You can call it that if you want. Well, we've already lost the perfectness of this this mission, so
I'm on it, Commander.
We'll just do this. We're gonna try and get the kill to our Templar and hope I don't take injury as a result by not being able to get a flashbang on him. We'll see.
Nice deal, Commander. Let's see what we got.
He's down. The Overwatch, there's nothing I can do about it. We had it set, but now we gotta go find our last two.
All right, man.
We can pick it up next turn. Yep, if we have to on a blue move.
Yeah. Copy that. What's over there? Overwatch.
The only question is, who's it gonna be?
Bin gleich da.
Nah, the lethal ammo's okay. It was a long shot to be able to get him to kill anyway, because I had set those Overwatches not thinking I could do that. The promotion's out. That was a long shot, so don't feel bad about that. That was just wishful thinking on my part.
Andando. Explorando.
Moving. Nice deal, Commander.
You're not gonna get past me.
Yeah, I'm not gonna push forward with my Templar right now. Now let's go hunt and find those fools. We'll pick up this before I forget.
Come on.
We may activate.
I get all my underwear.
But we don't. All right. So the edge is right there. That's... Let's start doing a coordinated move forward then.
All right, I'll go.
Moving out.
We don't know exactly where they are. We don't know what angle they may come at us.
I comply.
Marchando. Guardia.
Nice deal, Commander.
Spiny. Affirmative, covering now. Schon dabei.
Oh, actually, I don't want to bring you up near the front, but that's fine. We can pull you back.
No one's getting past me.
There's a lot of map they could be on right now. There is a hell of a lot of map they could be on. And right now we have no sound cues to help us in any way, shape, or form.
Yeah?
Alright.
Oh,
although they bear some resemblance to the sectoids first encountered during the invasion, their genetic structure now includes human DNA. They are stronger than ever, with an even greater psionic potential.
So I can reach them both. So let's see if there's anything I can do. I don't think I'm close enough for the grenade. I wouldn't mind getting a grenade on him first, just because, or just in case. Wear him down, except we're running out of good cover, especially if someone's going to be shooting at us. I don't know that that's going to be close enough. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 forward, and I need to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, it's just going to be short, as they always are. So I may have no choice if I want to wear them down and then have my Templar go in. I'm worried about grazes now with my Templar. Templar, if not outright misses, so I want to try to wear the guy down a little.
Didn't you get the memo?
And I'm hoping that our Templar can manage to get that done. And now, without him having cover, well, he does have some cover here and there. Let's find out if this is going to happen. We'll do it from here. 91%. Doesn't inspire confidence.
A righteous strike!
Easily can happen to be a miss or a graze.
They want to investigate this.
Well,
The elders have lost another.
he's coming through all of a sudden after that early disaster. Now we got this guy left over. Hopefully he'll shoot you, and then we can work some other people up with proper cover and get a little closer. Yeah, that time it was a piece of cake. Yeah, advanced suppressor is kind of nice as far as when we need that kind of stuff. Oh, Gleacer, yeah, the problem is I wanted to move you up because you got a flashbang, unlike everybody else. I'm just hoping. Oh, there's a flashbang. Let's get a flashbang up here in case we need it.
Affirmative.
Hopefully the Templar is going to get that last
all right.
little bit. Gleacer, you're going to just stay there. We don't want you to. We don't want you to die as much as you may think I do.
What's up, Doc?
Captain Timoza, how you doing? Ugly start so far. We're going to have one guy injured for probably 20 plus days. And we couldn't get our wimpy little low aim Templar promoted. He had a big whiff early on. Not even a graze, just no damage. Shoot the Templar, come on.
They're eager to strike me.
He's got the shield just for you. And then now let's find out if he's close enough. Yes, so we'll just soften him up with the Volt.
You will bear my mark.
So he's good with the Volt.
Positive confirmation.
He can't
Area
slice
secured.
anything with
Status
his blades,
confirmed.
but he's
Mission
good for the
accomplished.
Volt. Oh well. Well, didn't go the way I dreamt it up in the playbook. But we are moving forward. So here we go. Mission debriefing. Let's take a look.
And like I tried to do a strategy,
Yeah,
and then
I tried.
I tried to do that strategy, and it didn't work.
Yeah, damn it, it didn't work. But anyway, we got the Rickroll Hunter. You got 1 kill out of this. Your shot accuracy was 2 out of 3. Okay, we'll take it. But apparently you missed a regular shot, but your overwatches were on fire. How about that? Pretty good start for Rickroll. Gleacer, you didn't get much chance because I had to pull you back after you got hit hard. I mean hard through full cover. Oh my god, sometimes stuff just happens. Spesh Mclist dealt 4 damage. Nothing impressive on some of our shot percentages, but then we did not have the best of positions at times. And of course, Witch. Witch gets MVP? How is that possible? Close range, most exposed. Yeah, and that's because he's the kill stealer. That's why. Overqualified. Okay, so this is my plan for the playthrough. Is oh my god. Yeah, I'm gonna let you keep that nerdy pose. Looks like a turtle head. It's appropriate. And then what we'll do is we're just gonna add so we know why I'm taking this picture. And the MVP I always put in red. 15 red. My birthday's on the 15th, so we use 15 red around here. And there you go. There is this opening mission. Yeah, there. I despise his look, but what are you gonna do? Yeah, isn't that crazy? He cost us early by that whiff. Things could have been played a little different at that point, maybe, but oh well. And he's unrepentant. That's oh my god. He's unrepentant. Oh well. We'll take our photo. And so we'll be able to keep track, because if he ever manages to earn an MVP award again, see, we got 4 kills in spite of everything. Crazy. He would have had 5 kills if he didn't whip the one. He could have had a chance for his 5. But anyway, every time anyone gets an MVP, if they already have an MVP, it shows the old MVP photo. So I'm going to be able to then update that MVP the next time if he gets one. He'll get MVP number 2. So we'll be able to start tracking who gets the most MVP awards, even though they're kind of hokey and I don't always agree with how it hands them out. We're going to do that. We're gonna keep track of that. Ogre, you dealt 2 damage. You hit everything you shot at. I just didn't keep you in good position. Look how many tiles you moved. That ought to tell you something. And then we got 3 kills from Teddy Husky Goodboy. He was on fire for us. Look at that. There's my MVP. There's my MVP. And ZigZag, Commander. It seems unfair when it pulls me out of the pool to be in there. I feel like I'm stealing a position from y'all. I didn't do all that great, but then it wasn't hideous. And then 1 kill, 8 damage, 100% shot percent for Tristan, Maltace, Swain. Okay, so there's that. Now let's take a mission. The mission photo does not include the full 8. It only goes up to 6 on these mission photos. And we will add 1 more bit of text for references on this. We're gonna so we know when we look at this, it is our GateCrasher mission up here. All right. Did I type MVVP? Please don't tell me I mistyped. Captain Timoza. Well, we came through that. I was worried that it was going to be worse. I was worried that it was going to be worse.
I would like to assure the citizens of Advent that our peacekeepers will stop at nothing to prevent further attacks by criminal
75%
elements
shot
such as
chance.
the one that occurred today.
I don't think the
elders
width,
have total faith in
blade
our
width, I don't
ability
think,
to overcome
I don't know if
any
that
and
counts
all
towards it.
threats to our peace.
All right. Now we get to look at the rest of the barracks. And let's see how many days.
Good
I'm
work out
guessing
there,
24
Commander.
days.
The aliens
Oh,
must be getting
29.
nervous by
So
now.
I knew it'd be in the 20s, but we got the high end of the 20s. So Gleacer, we aren't going to see you for a while. That's your reward for modding over on Twitch. Oh my god. Okay, so there we go. We picked up an autoloader stock, really anemic rewards. I've had much better rewards on a GateCrasher mission before. This is pretty damn anemic. And then we got our normal 3 alloys, 3 crystals, 25 supplies, and then we got our full complement of corpses. All right. So I left the tutorial on. That's the one thing in the special thing, but I can always turn it off if it bothers the
Incoming
pop-ups.
transmission.
But since some of you may not be familiar with the mod, I kind of kept it on. And there we go. So let's go talk to Tygan. Or have him
Impressive,
talk
isn't
to
it?
us.
Capable of generating immense power, yet completely harmless to human life. If only the same could be said for the rest of the aliens' technology. Commander. Dr. Richard Tygan, Chief Science Officer. I am responsible for the entirety of our research here, as well as the procedure you so recently underwent. Welcome to my lab, such as it is. I'm not sure what Central may have told you, but we found something while removing you from the alien stasis suit. A device implanted directly in your occipital lobe. Had I access to the equipment available to me during my tenure at Advent, I would already know the precise nature of its function. However, given time and your approval, of course, Commander, I assure you, I will find out. Which brings to light an additional point. Though aspects of this facility are indeed impressive, I am but one man. Were you to direct additional support personnel and resources to me, I could
believe in you,
substantially
Tygan.
improve the speed of all our research. Farewell, Commander.
We believe in you, Tygan. Yeah, you're gonna be... Yes, you're guaranteed to be alive for another month, Gleacer. So you can breathe easy now. Oh, Felipe, I'm glad you're vibing, because we didn't vibe on that first mission. New research, really only one way to start, resistance communications. After that, we start having potential choices, but we want to be able to start expanding as soon as possible. So let's get this research done, 7 days.
I do find that area of research to be among the more intriguing options available. We'll begin work immediately. I'll send word when a complete report is available.
All right, thank you, Tygan. So we're gonna go over to engineering, drop in on Lily's shed.
Okay. Reworked your repulsors with some of the parts I salvaged from their old engine. Should fix that stabilization
Post-grad
problem you
students,
had.
that's what he's counting on.
Come
Free
on,
labor for
Rover.
him.
It'll work. Commander! Getting our tech to talk to theirs is harder than you'd think. Lily Shen, Chief Engineer, at your service. You were probably expecting to see my father. In all that's happened, I'm guessing Central didn't tell you yet. He's gone. Dad gave everything he had to get us this far. This entire ship is his life's work. I know he would have loved to show you around the place himself. He used to talk about you a lot. You can be sure I'm ready to finish what he started. Might not look it, but from here, I can fabricate pretty much anything you come up with. And with a little more help, well, you'd be amazed with what I can do. It was an honor to finally meet you, Commander.
What's up, Doc?
Biotoxin Live, good to see you in here. Okay, as far as there's nothing else to do here to build it or anything at the moment. There's our empty facility. We got to pick up engineers to start building other stuff and getting supplies that way. We'll go check out our armory. This is where we get to find out which of you have made the starting 23-ish or thereabouts, sometimes 22, because the last slot I find on the list we're about to look at, sometimes they just pick a random soldier instead of one from the list. Sometimes we're lucky, and well, we'll see how it is today.
I don't blame Shen for wanting to keep an eye on Tygan, but at this point, we need all the help we can get.
All right, so here we go. Let's kind of look through the team who's made it. It looks like we have Alexandra, that's Hope's End's character, Mark Coach, Coach, we'll just leave it at that. We have Max Grapevine in here, Robbie Zasso, Archangel Colette, Rob Drumex has made it in here. Carlos Sectoid has made the early cut. Hisako Anaconda Chen is in here. Nooks Avaroth has made the cut. Raul Lasermaster Machine Hater. So one of the Machine Haters, the boy Blue Jay Robinson, Nefertiti No Relation Jones. I think Captain Timozo will recognize that. Marcus Nameless Joy. Alexei Frog Kelmont. And that's, oh no! So at least we did get the final name to be one from our roster and not just some random character, so I don't have to play the game of do that game. And then overall, aim-wise, we're kind of looking better down here, but then we get low. The aim is looking better on the roster that wasn't on this mission. And health-wise, not a ton of threes. We had some threes, a couple threes, and of course that's who got hit, Gleacer. And then we got a few more 3 healths. So that's, it's not too bad there. We got high will there, or high psi abilities there, high psi abilities there. Good psi abilities on Nefertiti. Just looking at random stats to see. And then will-wise, which plays into stamina, Spesh Mclist, oh my god, 20. We need to find him a PCS chip as soon as they're available for his will. 23, another low one there. 24, 20. Oh my god, we got some low rolls on the will. 25, 25, 23, 23. Holy smokes. I don't know that I've had will consistently rolled that low along my team in any of my practice warm-up runs at all. So mobility-wise, pretty much when you look at this, you can see utility items. All the rookies come with 3 items, so that slows them down. So just add 3 and you'll get their true mobility. And to be quite honest, mobility overall is pretty damn good, top to bottom, when you start looking at that. I think 15 is considered average. I think overall, mobility-wise, that's one of our potential strong suits overall. So there you go. That's what we're looking at. Hacking, I don't know that anybody stands out. 9 is not that amazing. Ogre has a 10. That's our highest for a potential specialist. But even 10 is not that amazing. So hacking-wise, we're so we're gonna have some challenges here, my friends. We're gonna have some challenges. Oh, 4, yeah. So there's the fastest guy we got. 17 is basically his unaltered speed, which is pretty damn amazing. I don't know that I've had a 17, or usually 16 is a high one for us. So we have one at 17 speed wise. That's pretty cool. So let's kind of look at the overall stats. If anything jumps out is, first of all, Rickroll, Gleacer. If you have requests, the people that are in here, Servando's not in. So the people that are in here that I know of is Rickroll and Gleacer. And if you have a preference on class that you'd like to be, yeah, well, I'll probably, just because it's not even that great of a hacking stat. That's the thing. That's not really a very good hacking stat. So, but he may end up by default become my first specialist, and then we'll just deal with it after that. Have to look for things to improve the hacking scores. Spesh Mclist. Now there's our highest aim on our starting group. So he's got average speed. I could see. I like high aim. Maybe starting a gunner there. I kind of like that idea. So I could see Spesh Mclist becoming a gunner. Oh, did I miss coach? Yeah, but that's farther down. I can't yeah, I can't promote these guys yet. So I'm looking at this group right here to promote right off the bat. So I like starting with a specialist. They're very useful early on. I like and need to start with a Shinobi. So someone with a Shinobi. Shinobis don't have to have the highest of aim per se, and they don't even have to have the highest of speed, although there's some speedy guys out here. But Gleacer and Rickroll, if you have any preferences, feel free to speak up. Let's see. Do I have anybody just slow with crappy aim? No, my low aim people at least have some mobility. But you know, a grenadier could be a low aim kind of a guy. But Gleacer, you know, unfortunately you're wounded. I like your guy as a flame technical maybe, but you're not going to be available for quite a long. Oh, you already wrote in chat sniper. I didn't see sniper. You wants to be a sniper with 60 aim? Oh my god. You're going to torture me, huh? You want to have a 60 aim sniper? Sniper-ish? Okay. Well, let's just start. We'll go with Vincent, Ogre, Suárez first, and we'll just make many classes with sniper rifles? What? We'll just go with the specialist here. I mean, I have no hacking skills on this group, so and I know that's not at all, I don't think that's at all the way he wants to go with his character. He doesn't want to be. So let's think about this. Well, guess what? Spesh Mclist at 8 versus 10 really don't matter, but then he's got my high aim. My god. This is almost where I feel like oh, if you have Ted Gem and all that, no, the sniper rifle only goes to a sniper. Other classes don't do it, and with that kind of aim, oh no, we're not playing Ted Jam where you have all these other options of classes and everything. Boy, this is not jumping out of me as clear choices here. Let's see. I'm gonna make myself into perhaps. We'll make Ogre. I think he's okay with. He wanted kind of a blade thing, and we had talked. I think even I could go. Yeah. Trying to. We want to make y'all happy. And Gleacer, I just don't know if there's a way with that aim. Well, there's ways we can there's some perks I can do to help boost you a little bit. We'll just have to bring you out on maps that have more potential for you know, buildings or high ground to help improve your aim. So I'm fine. I don't mind making you what you want.
The commander running things. I've got plenty of time to focus on learning to fly this boat.
So from what I've seen, you could use the practice.
Yeah, I'm gonna just give it to you, Gleacer, and I'm fine with it. We're not gonna see you for a month anyway. But I think I'm gonna make. Ooh, Just looking at classes, Gunner, Ranger, Assault, Technical. Low aim can be on an Assault also. Low aim can be on Grenadier without a problem. Low aim can be on Technical. Obviously, I like better mobility if we're going to do that. The ones that need, I like to have more aim on is Ranger, Gunner, Sharpshooter.
What's up, Doc?
Yeah. Yep, that's what Gleacer's gonna do. He's gonna get going and do his own streams while he's in the med bay recovering. So let's see, that's 15. You know what I'm gonna do with you, Rickroll. We're probably gonna make you an Assault. I'm gonna make Spesh Mclist. No. We're gonna go Teddy Husky Goodboy as my specialist. Well, I don't have any good hacking scores, so it really doesn't matter. Let's see if we have anything here that will help us out down in our special row down here. So he's got average combat intelligence, which means average, usually you end up with about 42 bonus points to spend. So it gives you an idea. You can see the cost as I hover over 35, 30, 25. So he's going to end up with about 42 on his own. Yeah, you can spend XCOM AP, but you can't count on that. You know what I mean? So let's see if he has anything that encourages a certain kind of build. Close encounters on a specialist, a lock and load on a specialist. And you don't have amazing aim, so open fire. We have fortify. Damn good ground. Ah, my God, I don't like these perks for you. For a specialist. So there's nothing down here that's screaming, do this kind of build with me, at least not to my eye. Yeah, he's definitely inconspicuous, don't you think? Definitely inconspicuous. I think I'm probably going to be going scanning. I like having those extra set of eyes sometimes. I may have one or two along the way. Get revival. But once we get up a little higher, since we don't have any hackers, maybe I will need to pick a revival early on. So I'm going to do these. We like Trojan. We kind of like that. You're just not high enough to be a shooty specialist. Airdrop is really good for the Grenadiers on the mission. Chaining Jolt. So we'll just kind of... And if we're not going to medical build, we'll just do this. We'll just pick that out. I really don't... I'm just not drawn to any one of these skills right here right away. Because you're not high enough aim for all these shooty perks that we have here. So I'm not going to even pick any of those. We're going to have to think about that. All right, we got our first specialist. Do we have anybody that stands out as a potential Shinobi? I could see... Again, not amazing aim. It improves after a certain perk where we get extra aim for the slash. We just got to suffer until then. So Rickroll, I could see you becoming a Shinobi. Maybe myself. Obi-Wan Shinobi. No, Obi-Wan Shinobi. No. No, none of those, Captain Tebow. Rick, I'm making you into Shinobi. I need an early game Shinobi to help us out in at least one of the two first, in case we get a revealed kind of mission coming up early on. At least you have some stamina to go out on missions. And I'm gonna make you into a Shinobi. All right, do we have anything interesting? Lightning slash attack and you have low combat intelligence, so we can only count on 35 points to be available. Lightning slash attack an enemy with blue movement range with your sword. The attack does not end the turn. That would be all your combat intelligence would allow us to build. I mean, I'll mark it. Rupture, I don't know for a Shinobi. That's all that amazing for that cost. Resilience, enemy attacks against you suffer less. You know, I'm gonna mark a few that just stand out. Free defense for everybody you see. Ecobot. So we'll mark all these. More than likely it'll be resilience, attack sense, unless I just shoot the wad right there. And so combatives are good. This is what helps make up for the lower aim, is when we get up to no, not that one, not that one. Yeah, there we go, Blade Master. So we get that bright and early. That gives us a extra damage, 10 extra aim. But combatives, so you can parry. We will eventually want one of our Shinobis to have maybe the Ghostwaster covert, but right now I need guys that can kill. Melee attacks against biological enemies ignore their armor. Yeah, we're kind of going a blade build with you, in case you couldn't tell. Evasive, shadow, yeah. Whirlwind, once per your turn, gain a movement action when you hit enemy with a melee. So being able to hit, and it doesn't, you don't even have to kill with it. You hit, and then you can move on. That can get you out of trouble, just like untouchable kill if you score a skill. I'm not averse to either of those. Coup de grace, bonus hit against stunning folks. Having you paired with a... Yeah, you're not a shooty guy, so we're probably going this way. And these are all just estimates right now. think about, give us an idea what we're thinking right now, we can always change our mind. No big deal. So I think I'm going to be the technical. Flame technical, not a rocket technical. Let's see what we got. Lethal, 2 additional points of base damage with your primary weapon. I got low combat intelligence. We got a lot of low combat intelligence so far. 35 points for sure to spend. Anatomy gain. Yeah, does not play nice with the Reaper.
They're going up against, but having the commander
moving
back
target,
is a bigger
get an additional
confidence boost than
15
any
defense,
speech.
50 dodge against reaction fire, shredder rocket. Well, even though I'm gonna go flame build, a shredder rocket, I like the idea of that. Shell shock your grenades and gauntlet rockets. Decrease enemy aim by 10 and 15. So these are rocket picks, and yet I don't have the aim that makes me feel comfortable going for the rocket build. I have the mobility at 16 to make flame more viable. What do we have? Volatile mix for grenades, but that's just grenades, and we don't do grenades. And then paramedic unlocks an ability to perform a dash move using a med kit. Yada yada yada. But yeah, I'm just leaning in towards a flame build right now. Health at 4, formidable versus roused. Concussion. We'll just leave it at that for now. I think I'm gonna go Ogre as yeah, you can't look at all the other abilities unless, yeah, we can go into the wiki and take a peek, but you can't go into the abilities until you got to pick a class. Then it takes you to the abilities screen, but the abilities are available on the wiki, so you can have that by your side and take a look at them. I mean, I have the wiki, we can all take a look at it, but that's tough to go through. I'm thinking, what am I thinking? I'm thinking, based on what he wanted, I think he would have loved to be a Shinobi also. Yeah, eeny, meeny, miny, mo. I'm just trying to think of what Servando really was hoping for with how he built his character and the way it looked. He wanted to have a knife. A gunner has a knife. So there's an option there. Yeah, he wants his guy to have some kind of blade, I think. Hey, Dave Ingram, good to see you. Thanks for popping in. You missed a rough start to this thing. We got a wound of 29 days. But at least everybody's alive, I guess. If you want to look at the glass, you know, half full versus half empty. Yeah, alive's better than dead, eh? I'm thinking, yeah, ZigZag doesn't know what he's thinking right now. It's funny, when I'm playing on my own, it's easy. Yeah, I'm just gonna do this, I'm just gonna do this. But I gotta try and remember what everybody wanted too. Yeah, I'm thinking gunner here because he'll still have his blade. We can still give him combative so he can get that part in there that he might be wanting with the blade. So that's kind of what I'm thinking also. And the aim is good enough at least for the gunner. Let's see what we got. Rapid reaction. When in Overwatch, each shot you hit with grants another reaction fire. Incobot, stop that noise! Locked on. Gain 20 aim, 10 crit for successive shots on the same enemy. We got untouchable if you score a kill during your turn. We got aim assist. Dedication, gain mobility and ignore reaction fire to move. That's more for a more mobile kind of class. Blade Master, all melee attacks. Secondary weapon, so that would be the blade, the knife that we have. He's average 42 point. Let's at least mark that. That'll give him that blade he's looking for. He wants combatives. Now, I almost never go combatives, but because of what he wants, I'll mark it. But I'm also going to mark that too, because that's my normal pick. Formidable. Ooh, Flush is a lot of fun with a gunner, though. His health is decent, so we're gonna think Flush. We're definitely going Shredder, and I like the multi-shots. Something like this. One of these two down there. Now, one of these rapid reaction would lean us towards more of a Overwatch build. I always like untouchable, but gain additional aim and crit against hollow targeted units. Now, if we could get lucky enough to get you bonded with a sniper, I could see something like that. I'll mark untouchable too. I don't know, just marking the ones that interest me a little. And we'll leave it at that. Like I said, everything's subject to change. Everything's subject to change. I was kind of thinking Spesh Mclist. I almost am leaning more towards Ranger. I'm gonna go sniper for Gleacer. That's what he wants. He's gonna be a sniper. And then Spectre Mclist has really good aim, which is nice on a Ranger and a Sharpshooter. Then a gunner. Let's just go Ranger. You're a little wimpier on health than I would prefer. You also don't have Will. We gotta get Will. Oh my god. But I'm gonna make a Ranger out of him. Because actually with 15, that's at least average to maybe have a chance now and then to use the sawed off. I try spreading out classes because I don't want to overload too much in this first couple groups. Let's see, we have disabling shot, and he's average, so we're looking at 42. If I pick this, we can't pick much else. It is so. Shooting sharp, your range attacks gain 2 armor piercing and 15 aim against units in cover. Untouchable if you score a kill. I like these, but priority target, not as much. Rapid deployment, really you don't have. You're more of a damage dealer than a disabling shooter, so we'll just kind of leave it at that. And I was thinking just having you be more of a shooty build, because you don't really have anything Overwatchy down here so much anyway. So I would guess something like Walk Fire, Locked On, maybe Center Mass, Executioner, Implacable. Bring them on for crit damage. Now your speed is better than a lot of the range I get. I'm gonna mark both those. That's more for Overwatch build. Rapid fire I like. Probably combat fitness.
Your old man would be proud of what we've managed to do here.
These things right now.
You've managed to do with this ship.
I just wish he had lived long enough to see us fight back. To know that it wasn't all for nothing.
Trust me, he knows. If there was one thing your father always kept in mind, it was his faith in humanity. He knew we could win.
Okay,
on our own terms.
Tristan, what else do we have up here that we could use? I don't like the idea of not having an assault, but I could see Tristan being an assault. Nightmare, you'd said something for Shinobi, but I may just go with assault for Tristan. Just to spread out the classes early on, then we'll have a short. The only class we won't have filled then right now will be the Grenadier. All right, disabling shot. Anatomy, 15 crit chance, 2 armor piercing. And does he need extra crit chance already being an assault up close? But I like the armor piercing. Let's at least mark that. Although low combat intelligence, again, 35 is the only guaranteed stuff we have. Phantom for a ranger, not that big a deal. Oh, now Cervando comes in right after I picked his class. Deep cover, locked on. Focus defense, which can be okay. I'm not seeing a lot of things that are just amazing me with these perks down here, so I'll look at that a little closer for now. I'm gonna probably go with more of a standard kind of build, slug, trench, killer instinct, probably aggression. You know, you could argue run and gun cooldown reduced by 1, but I also like the extra crit chance because he's got it to be effective. He needs to get up close on run and guns and crit the heck out of them, so I almost prefer that. Not that I don't like getting run and gun more frequently. I've always liked close encounters, but being able to shoot twice, we'll just still mark it. I like being untouchable because sometimes you get out in awkward positions when you kill somebody, and being untouchable for a shot. Street sweeper, see, we get not really getting now. Phantom. You know, maybe with Phantom, when the squad is revealed, you remain concealed, you'll have a chance to do a street sweeper opening. That's more later into the game. But you have trench gun. You can play with that, right? Kind of leaning towards lethal. So we're just kind of doing something like this. And Gleacer. Oh, and just since you did come in, we'll take a look at your Ogre, and we did go gunner with it. We're looking at probably giving you, I think you wanted, well, a lot of it's picking out classes and perks. That takes a while. But And we watched all the movies. But I have combatives marked for you, normally on a gunner, but I know you wanted some blade action, so we made sure I gave you combatives. That's what I'm thinking. You also have down here Blade Master, where your melee attacks deal extra damage, so we do have some reasons to maybe look at any other knife abilities, that kind of a thing. I know you wanted more blade oriented, but it was hard with your aim not to give you a weapon, Servando. So, yeah, it suits your guy. But I'm also trying not to forget about, I think you had talked to me about, you see your guy up close with a blade somehow. So, there you go. Next, Gleacer, we're giving you what you want. We'll work with it. He envisioned himself as a sniper from the start. And we will carry. We'll pretend we didn't have Commander's Choice and that the game gave us this and we have to deal with it. Flanked and out of cover. Well, your mobility might scream snapshot then. And then having what was the ability here? Extra aim. That would give you your extra aim against flanked enemies or out of cover enemies. And if you're a snappy guy, you might be more likely to get that, and that'll help your aim. Let's think about it. It's not like you're going out in the field anytime soon, but let's at least think about that to help make you work as a sniper. The other thing is it means we don't get death from above, but I could see getting damn good ground to give you extra aim potential to make up for your deficit in aim. Lone Wolf can help get you some more aim to overcome your deficiencies there. So yeah, we might be able to make this work. And since you are going to be running around, I almost like, repositioning helps, but your speed's good already. Being able to take low profile as you're moving around and still have it count as full cover. I really don't build a lot of snapshots, so I gotta really think about I kind of thinking maybe Deadeye. Hard to have a sniper without disabling shot. But then we have this. If we're gonna be the shooty guy, I'm gonna have to look at this a little closer in between. But for every kill made with your sniper rifle, actions refunded. Helps with your damage. Damn, it's hard not to give you a multi-shot perk somewhere along the way here. But we also have rapid fire, but you have low here, so that's about all you'd be able to pick up. And that helps get you the aim as opposed to this taking away aim that you don't have. So 30, yeah, you really, we'll just kind of leave it like that, and we'll visit it in between. So there, we got our team picked out here for now. So let's get moving on and see what else we got going here.
Hello, Commander. The council you once knew is no more. Its membership have all sworn loyalty to the Advent administration, with one exception. It is good to see you again. In the days since your capture, I have done all I can to aid the resistance from the inside. It was these resistance operatives that provided the intel leading to your recent extraction. As of now, resistance forces are currently somewhat disorganized. If we are to defeat Advent and their alien masters, you must change this before it is too late.
Yeah, Unknown Soldier, the Sharpshooter does have good aim progression, so I mean it's going to get better. Finally get to see his face, yeah. So Yeah, there's things you can use in here to look up. They've done a nice job of updating this for the mod. Resistance management wise, we're starting in Western Europe, my friends. We're starting in Western Europe. Haven advisor wise, who do we have available? Whoops. I'll not put a Shinobi, but who has decent will? Well, Rickroll, you're going in there for now just because you have the most will of anybody, and we need to recover some of our low will that we unfortunately had. So we'll give you at least a vest, ceramic plating, and you're going to be our first advisor until the first mission pops up. All on intel. And you get down there.
Commander, good to see you on your feet again. Welcome to the bridge, the nerve center of our operation. The aliens have our entire world in their grip. Advent controls everything. Government, communications, industry, not to mention the military. And it's on us to take it all back. Resources and time are tight, Commander. It'll be up to you to decide how to best use both. The ship is yours.
Cool. Alrighty. So we got the black market. We'll ignore it for now, because
my people understand the value of our cooperation, Commander. The Elders see us as nothing more than raw materials for their designs. We will take back our power and turn it against them.
You know, I'm thinking maybe if he didn't wear that armor, he wouldn't have whiffed his first
forces that flow through the earth and all its inhabitants.
His first attack in GateCrasher,
aided by technology of our own design, to pursue justice for those who have fallen victim to the Elders and their servants.
Such now, guys. Thank you. But they always show this, but it is not active in the base. Long War of the Chosen. There are no action orders, so you always ignore that whenever you see it. I just can't totally remove it, I guess. Covert actions will be available. That is a thing. And the first one that they have available for this first month is Form a Soldier Bond. We'll see. I may not, usually early, especially with someone injured, I'm not, in the first month it's not common to do a covert action. We'll start thinking about it after that. Havens are essential to your campaign as they are used to find missions in the region. In addition, they can only contact regions that are connected to an existing haven. All right, so we're looking at Strength 2, which is pretty normal on this difficulty level, Vigilance 2, and what we need to do is find missions. In the first month, we can only find 2 missions in this area, so we're going to start searching. We need missions. And we have our first mission discovered. So we've detected our first mission. The next step is to assign a squad to infiltrate. And let's go look at the timer we pulled for this one. Ooh, very, very, very long timer on this one. A mission expiration determines how long you have to infiltrate the mission. The more mission intel you generate from the Rebel intel job, the earlier you detect missions and the longer you have to infiltrate. You don't have to do every mission, but you should do as many as you can, because that's how you level up your team and that's how you stay relevant farther into the game. So we have to recover on this mission. Oh, the enemy count on the left shows that we can expect 7 to 9 enemies on this mission when we infiltrate to 100%. And it's extremely light. We will gain intel and a point of interest will pop up and become available on successful completion of this mission. So this is one with a concealed start. We have to remember, and this is where I use my audience to help me remember, throw the flare once we go live, so we can not have to deal with too many extra waves of reinforcements by forgetting to throw your flare. for pickup on this mission. So the objective is a 7-turn timer to get to the objective, so we got to be able to move and get going. So let's pick out who we want on this one. Each extra squad member increases infiltration time. Infiltration time will not be a big deal today just because there's so much time on it. I don't know if I'm going to get the luxury of I'm thinking because I have a good timer, I can get away with taking 3 rookies on this mission and be a little longer getting it done just because I have somebody injured right now is kind of the way I'm thinking. Because of that wound, it's going to make things a little tight in our barracks early on. So let's just take you out in case I want to use you. These are here in case you're not familiar with the game. You can always pause to read these anytime later. But we're going to take our Haven Advisor out. So I haven't decided on this one if I want a Shinobi. Need a Shinobi. Because we could have a revealed mission coming up. I definitely want I think I want a specialist on this particular one. For an opener kind of thing, since I'm leaning towards not bringing a Shinobi on this one, I don't know though. Early on, it's tough. I don't trust my Templar anymore. But that's why I miss not having that Grenadier. So it's like, yikes! I'm not gonna have a potential opener on my next mission either. You know, AOE kind of opener. So I'm leaning towards not bringing. So I'm thinking 3 squaddies, 3 rookies. It's going to take a little longer to infiltrate, but the fact that I have somebody wounded already, I want to get more rookies leveled up. So that's kind of what I'm thinking. So I need a Grenadier on one of my rookies. So I'm going to pick somebody with low aim, kind of a thing. So you're probably going to become my first Grenadier, maybe. And what the hey, we'll bring the Templar. Then I need 2 more rookies. And then I'd like to bring somebody out that might also be potential specialist. You could see Sectoid maybe. Anaconda Shen maybe. Carlos would be a rookie I'm taking then, and who else we got? Maybe I better just focus on somebody with high aim as far as the rookies go. So we got Alexandra. Yeah, your aim's good. We need a few good aims mixed in there. Okay, so this is the team we're gonna take out. I am taking 6. It'll take 7 days to infiltrate. Normally, maybe I would have worked this with 5, but I'm going to take advantage of the long timer to get an extra rookie and a squaddy going. My rookies generally, just to give more mobility, we're gonna go with an SMG. They survive off grenades anyway, and I'm thinking I'm not gonna have you do that. That helps your speed situation a little bit, and that was an issue before. SMG on you. I'll probably switch out one of the flashbangs. Who has the best or worst aim? Maybe? Yeah, just go 2 grenades on you. And then Carlos will give you an SMG. We can't use PCS. We don't have weapon attachments yet. So this is it. This is our team going out. Oh. I'll run with an SMG also. Trying to make it easier to get in place with our flamethrower. And I'm just going to work with you with an assault rifle. I need a shooter. Because I don't know if I can count on this. Maybe. Yeah, we're just doing this. Not trust the MVP? How can I talk like this?
Sky Ranger deployed.
In position to drop.
Yeah, thank you, friends. The mod list is posted in the video description if anybody's curious about the mods we're using right now. It is down in the description. Now we gotta go and get our second infiltration so we can get our second mission as quickly as possible, because then we want to get over to the black market. Oh, come on, hurry. We need a mission. We don't want to waste time. So we have sit reps. Some missions have unique modifiers and special conditions which change our tactical engagement. We'll need to review these sit reps carefully before selecting our squad. So there's something in the air. Maybe it's something in the air, but whatever it is, it's causing soldiers to trigger combat rush whenever they crit. Beware. This works for Advent too. So this is a concealed start. So this is the mark the crates kind of a mission that'll get us some supplies. Another good timer. So I'm actually tempted to go with extra rookies again just to compensate for yeah, love is in the air. I may. Let's go see. We're bringing our Shinobi, and of course I was scanning without putting somebody back in the Havens. Shame on me. But the Shinobi will go out this time. I don't have an AoE opener, which means
I will send you to Jesus.
I'll probably go with a pair of shooters to help with that. I mean, my AoE openers will be my rookies with a grenade, but I'll get a couple shooters on this one. Yeah, we'll see if we can send them to Jesus. And then we gotta pick 3. We're gonna do for sure 2 rookies. Who else do I need? I wouldn't mind another technical eventually, but do I do have one I picked as a I don't have another for a Shinobi. So do we got somebody with at least average lowish aim? And that's only 11, 12, 13, 14. That's good enough. You know, Sako Anaconda Chen was a Shinobi before. Of course, I'm sacrificing the high psi ability here, but I only see her as a Shinobi based on prior playthroughs, so I think we'll bring her along with that in mind. And I do have, oh no, it's just rookies now. So you're going to be, Maltace is going to go in for Haven duty. We'll bring another high aim guy in coach. And then what do I need? Probably also Shinobi specialist I got going. Another technical and or grenadier type. I wouldn't mind. So anybody with sucky aim? Drummix. Decent mobility. I can't count on the Psy. I'm not necessarily doing a Psy rush. Laser Master still is okay at 26. 30 is good. Anything in the 30s is really good. I'm thinking Drummix will take for a potential Grenadier. So I get some AoE openers. And then here, you'll be the one that gets the second grenade. We'll get mobility up on these guys because they don't have aim worth a darn, so they aren't. Well, actually, that gets you down. At least gives you 12 mobility. It's not good for this stuff, but you have the aim to keep an assault rifle. But then again, I have an assault rifle and a cannon. You're a rookie. You live off grenades early on. Flashbangs to help us, and Anaconda Chen will do the SMG. So we got enough. We got a couple shooties, and then we got grenades and stuff. So that's just gonna have to do, my friends. That's just gonna have to do. And then we're going. Normally, the average mission you're going to run with only 5 soldiers, but I'm taking advantage early. They've updated where you get better timers the first go around than you ever used to, and I'm just going to take advantage to get a few extra rookies to make up for the early injuries, so I have a functional barracks. I hope that would be my wish. Usually, it's better to go in with a little less. We just to turn around the missions more and turn and get more missions and experience over time. But because of our situation, I decided to go with the extra rookies early, and we'll probably start sifting back into the more normal 5 going out on a mission soon enough. Okay, so we've got our limit of 2 missions here. I need to get what's-his-face in here so I don't forget this time. Let's make sure he has some ablative or ceramic plating. And what we'll do is we'll see, since we can't have intel and find a mission, we're going to try finding an extra recruit. We'll try to remember, this is where I often forget though and I waste time, about 24 hours, because it takes about 24 hours when you change their mission from intel to recruit before they start getting recruiting or doing that job. And the same thing when I change them back to intel, there's a delay before they're really focusing on doing that intel job. So once these 2 missions become ready, or before they are, we definitely want to think about changing back to intel, so when we're searching for another mission,
Avenger plotting new course.
we get the full benefit of the intel. Alright, black market time.
This will prove to be an important step forward.
So resistance communications has ended, okay. So we now have the ability to contact other regions. And we can go with the following. Hybrid materials, we do not have enough alloys at this time. I'm just going to go with modular weapons.
I'll see
for
that
starters.
work begins immediately, Commander. I'll contact you when I have a full report available. Although I had realistic expectations.
Yes, Tygan.
Commander, we can
Okay,
now work
so
to
we
establish
can
contact with
the
local resistance
eastern
groups
US,
operating out of regions around the
or
globe. Once we've
Eastern
collected
Europe,
sufficient intel to make contact,
or
we'll need to
West
scan
Africa.
the target region for the operative signal.
And we've also contacted the black market.
Market is open.
And we have the advanced suppressor. Geez, I probably want the money right away. Stock, we don't have. We're not going to have a sniper right away. Don't need to. I'm just going to try and get money early on. Even with the advanced suppressor, that's not. It helps our infiltration time, and it's advanced. I don't want to sell it yet if I don't have to. Oh, well, they're interested in my Advent Trooper corpses. I'll go ahead and sell a few of these, since they're paying more than the $5 that they normally are worth. I don't know how far it's smart to go down to, but a couple Trooper corpses maybe in reserve, so we can get some extra cash for upcoming costs. All right, so we have a scientist. Let's see, if I pick an engineer, I'm trying to think of how this works. If I recruit the engineer, I think the game is more likely to give me a scientist rescue mission next. That's my understanding. And then, if we're lucky, before the end of the month, I have enough money to buy a scientist. So we just bought ourselves. And the scientist, I would need another 15 supplies if I want to be able to buy a scientist coming up. I do have Advent Horizon available as another technical, which is something I'm interested in. What does he look like? Mobility, not as high as I might like. He has great aim, so he'd be maybe more. I'm not going to buy that right away. We'll think about it. 4 hit points. Oh, once again, 24 will. Everybody's got low will. Mobility is lower than average, but not hideously low. Yeah, if I'm gonna pay that much, I'd rather. We'll think about it. We got time before the end of the cycle. And then let's go see where we have. We have 4 Haven members in Eastern Europe. We got 4 there. Look, we better have a good one here. Okay, it looks like we're going to be expanding to the Eastern U.S. because that Haven comes with 6 personnel. And that helps it get off to a better start, usually, when you have more personnel instead of just 4. So we're going to be expanding over here. And since none of my missions are quite ready, we're going to fly over there, start making contact. We probably won't finish making contact yet. But let's fly over there. Let's watch our time. We have the intel to make contact.
For Sector 10, Eastern United States.
We're down to only 1 intel now. Okay, and so 76%.
Attempting to establish local regional contact.
I think I'm just gonna, because by the time that goes by, I'm gonna switch everybody here back to intel. So we're gonna need to start searching for missions soon. So when it's time, oh well, we didn't in the time we were doing it have get anybody recruited, but oh well. Okay, so this is a mission is ready, our first mission. It's recover the item, and we'll gain back some intel. And special location with something for us. And what that means is this mission will come up next. We can infiltrate the mission at any time, or technically we could continue spending time, but there's really no reason that we're 100% infiltrated. All it would do is change enemy readiness to what, vulnerable or whatever it says when we spend more time, and that's not a big deal this early on per se. So we're going to be doing this mission next time with the following team. Our All Reliable, I'm going to change his nickname to All Reliable. Our Templar, Teddy Husky Goodboy, Commander, ZigZag, Carlos Sectoid, taking out 3 rookies, Kenneth Archangel, Colette, and Alexandra Vilavichuvna. Okay, so yeah, 7 to 9 is the lowest enemy counts we're ever going to get on a mission anyway. So we're fine. There's no reason to over-infiltrate this one. So, my friends, this is where we'll be starting next time. And appreciate it getting through with me on a less than ideal beginning, but, you know, we're still in it. We're ready to keep plodding along. We've had bad things happen to us before, and we've rebounded here and there. So, yeah, that's why it's a long war. You have your ups and downs. You have those 29% hits that do mega damage, and it just happens. Why it's best not to let them shoot so much. Yeah, was he a sharpshooter last time? Yeah. So what we're gonna do is pop over to our schedule for the rest of the week, and tomorrow we're back with Terror from the Void mod, and I can't recall because it's been a few days if we have a mission queued up or not. But that'll be on the table tomorrow. Then this mission, they recover the item from the Advent train. That'll be coming up on Wednesday. And Thursday, back to Terror from the Void. Friday is the normal day I would have been doing Long War, but I have I have all sorts of appointments that day, from dental to drawing some blood to you name it. So Friday I just decided to take off. And then we'll just postpone and do the live stream for Long War on Saturday instead. So thank you everybody for hanging with me. It's a little longer. Usually I run my live streams a couple hours, but I knew this one would be a little longer because it's the first mission of Long War, and there's a lot of details to get done with. But anyway, thanks for hanging with me. I really do appreciate it. I've seen some new chatters in there. I've seen, I think there's some new lurkers in there. And I got the alarm going off, reminding me that tonight's the night to drag out the trash so it gets picked up properly. So I got a lot going on now that I got to get up and get dealing with. And also, got to take the cats out. You know, I got to take the cats out. And so thanks everybody for hanging with me. I appreciate it, both on YouTube and Twitch. And those on YouTube, this is ZigZagZog signing off from somewhere in this world. Thanks so much for watching. Really do appreciate it, as always. And those on Twitch, I appreciate you too, but hang out. We're going to see if we can find somebody to raid. And those on YouTube, ciao.